Good evening, people. It's Larson Halleck again, and it's time for a very unique edition of PUAssholes. Today, we're playing a dating sim, or rather, a pickup sim. In other words, I'm returning to my old wheelhouse. I used to do video game reviews after all, and you can still view those in my YouTube channel. Anyway, this is The Pickup Game, a mediocre little Newgrounds Flash game that I dimly recall playing in my teenage days of playing Newgrounds Flash dating sims. Accidentally, of course. Anyway, this is very much Pickup in the Mystery Method Neil Straussian mold, and it's every bit as bad as you would expect from that description. Excuse the poor resolution, I recorded this from my computer screen. And yes, you can see my bookmarks, deal with it. I click on today's top scores, and there's absolutely nothing. I put in my name, and let's begin. So we are greeted by our mentor, a guy who looks disturbingly like a bald mystery. You might be an AFC, but you can be an MPUA and get those SHBs. But if I'm an AFC, how can I be an MPUA to get the SHBs? Because I'm too busy watching the NFC, and I can't BBQ in the OBGYN with my LRC and the BBC. And I seriously hope you guys don't do this. Accompanying not mystery is terrible generic music. He tells me to go to the bar. I don't wanna. Alright, I guess I'll go to the bar. But not before I do some soft shoe. Okay, that's not an option. Okay, I'm gonna go to the woman in red. Never go after a woman alone, work in a group. I'm not capable of having a one-on-one conversation. Old school PUA, everybody. Never approach directly, go to the obstacle first. Always approach from the side. Why? You made your approach, but not within 3 seconds. I've said it before and I've said it again. Exact timing is not a requirement of seduction. We're just a few steps away from obtuse seduction flowcharts. And now you gotta fly your little chibi airplane. Now that, in fact, is a quintessential element of pickup. I pick up the cheese, and that's not good. Because clearly when I think of old school PUA, I think of stuff that isn't cheesy. Okay, so I lost the game, the cheese wasn't good, so let's try this again. Okay, so you gotta pick some openers. Note that hello is not an option. The girl says, of course, Trisha is a great show. I see, this is an example of swallowing your pride and her vapidity so you can get her in bed. Tucker Max would approve. Yeah, the bulk of the gameplay from here on out is this airplane thing. I see he's striving for realism. Okay, Baldo says, now neg the target. Please don't neg somebody you just met. Well, I suppose Slappy, the game designer, can be commended since the first correct option wasn't to just neg immediately. Like as if you would just run up to the girl and say, hey girl, your teeth are fucked up. Ugh. Oh, and don't forget to bring Bugs Bunny into your attempted seduction, because he's always what I think of when I get into a sexual mindset.
Did you ever find Bugs Bunny attractive when he'd put on a dress and play a girl bunny? No. No. Neither did I.
And now, just like Mystery says, you have to demonstrate value. You do this with a magic trick. Yeah, look, in college, I was a street performer on the weekends to make my money. I played music predominantly, but I also did magic tricks. I'm gonna say right now that no female over the age of 8 will ever be impressed with magic tricks. Or maybe that's the age group he wants to go for. I mean, to go back to Tucker Max's example, he does seem to like him young. Now you have to isolate the target. Bear in mind that these little blobs in the plane minigame are never explained, so you just have to guess which one is good. So in this minigame, I take the first option to just gawk at her boobs. I honestly thought it was look into her eyes, but the game does give its first bit of good advice. Don't stare at a woman's tits. So then I get the rectangle, and it's bad, even though it was good 10 seconds ago. Fuck this game. So then I pick some card, and oh look, another goddamn magic trick. Okay, Thirsty McBeta here says, pick a number between 1 and 10. I chose 4, apparently that was wrong. Does this game give any indication of what the correct number is? No, it's apparently 7, I don't know why. Incidentally, I happen to know a magic trick that's similar but much better, because it actually involves you subtly manipulating them into picking the number you want, instead of just hoping they pick 7. I'll tell it to you after this nonsense is done, But I started the game again, I chose the correct number, and since I wowed her with my math-magic, we get to kiss, and then we apparently have sex without taking our clothes off. But the game promises I can find out how to do this for real. Let's click that link, and... wow, discount power tools. I'm gonna get all the girls. Okay, so that's the pickup game. It embodies everything about old school pickup, which means it's fucking terrible. Alright, if you must insist on doing some sort of numerical magic trick when seducing a girl, here's one that you actually have control over as long as you do it to somebody who isn't mentally preparing for it. I know this magic trick works, but I've never needed it to get women. Why? Because I'm not some spurg who needs robotically followed routines to talk to a woman. Number 1. Ask the target to think of a number. Then tell her to double it, multiply that double number by 5, and then tell you the final product. You will then immediately tell her what number she was thinking of. The way this works is that the number thought of will always be the last number arrived at with the right-hand figure removed. The number in the ones position will always be a 5 or a 0. Now if they thought of 10, doubling it would make it 20, and multiplying it by 5 would make it 100. So then you cut off the right-hand figure, which is a 0, and the original number 10 is left. Try it yourself, it works. Well, golly gee, give me a big fuzzy top hat and leather booty shorts. I'm a pickup artist. I'm Larson Hallett, keep on training. Training does not entail playing dating sims.